Hello, welcome to another video. I hope you're doing well. Today I thought I'd do a little cozy vlog doing some hobbies throughout the day. I thought I would take you along with me, and the first stop is going to be going to get some coffee. I ran out of milk and so I can't make coffee here. So I'm going to get some coffee and then also get some milk so that I can avoid this issue tomorrow. But I've been listening to this audiobook, How to Be a Gentlewoman. So I'm going to pop in my earbuds, go for a little walk, get my little coffee, and then we'll come back and we'll throw in some hobbies. I just got back from my walk. My cat is over there scratching this paper I have on that table, so ignore that. But I really am enjoying the book that I'm listening to right now. Again, it's called How to Be a Gentlewoman, and there's different portions of the book. I'm not that far into it yet, but what I was just listening to on my walk was a lot about like how to be a good host when you host friends over or dinner parties or whatnot, and then also how to be a good attendee at different parties, and just like how to not be shy, how to engage in conversations, which I think is really important for me. I'm trying to learn more about how to build meaningful relationships in my life, and yeah, so I really like this book. If that sounds interesting, I definitely recommend you to check it out. I have it on Spotify Premium. It's one of the stories that are included in Premium, so definitely recommend checking it out. But now that I finally have my coffee, I am going to get started on my day at 1:30 in the afternoon. And I think I'm going to start off by making a dopamine menu. If you haven't heard of those before, basically it's like a menu at a restaurant, except for there's different courses, and those courses are for different hobbies or like literally anything, different activities that you can do that give you dopamine. So for example, like there's appetizers, and maybe an appetizer's like going for a short walk or doing a quick yoga, something like that. And then on to desserts. Desserts are more of like an indulgence, so maybe that's playing video games or watching your favorite show. It's a lot about like self-care and making sure you have your dopamine levels up, and I feel like it's really good to as like a reference at the end of the day, because sometimes I come home from work and I'm like, I don't know what to do right now. I've got a little bit of time, but I just don't know what I could do, and so I just end up sitting on my phone and scrolling. So I really want to make this dopamine menu so I have it easily accessible and I can pick a few activities to do every day. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. Also, before I get started, I wanted to show you guys, I just got this new candle from Home Goods. Smells like sipping a limoncello in Capri, and this thing smells amazing. And I just have it under my candle warmer. This is from TJ Maxx. So I have that going, get the vibes right before I start on my dopamine menu. Okay, I just started with a little draft because I didn't want to mess it up whenever I start actually doing it. So this is my draft here. I just kind of sketched out what I think I want, and then I don't know, I just messed around with the format a little bit. I put like monthly things I want to do to boost my dopamine here, and then here's the actual menu, and I have the appetizers, sides, entrees, drinks, dessert, and specials. I'll go over it a little bit more, but I just want to show this little draft that I made first. I got a little carried away and started coloring all over this. I think I like it though. I haven't put any words on yet, and I've been going at this for quite a while now. But I just wanted to know, I started coloring on this side and it started bleeding through, so I ended up just copying the same exact pattern on the other side, so that I could start off with this new pattern here. So now I'm going to add the words. Before I do that though, I need a little coffee because I am running out of battery and I don't want to. So I'm gonna make a coffee and then I will come back and finish this. Alright, I finally finished my dopamine menu. I just wanted to run through it really quick. So this is my little cover I made. I made a nice threefold menu here. And then I just have it open up, and then on this panel have monthly dopamine boosters. So these are things that I want to try to do at least once a month to just keep me happy, you know. And then you can open it up and this is the full menu. Got my appetizers over here. I try to make these like really quick and easy things that I can do if I really only have just a little bit of time. I've got my sides here. These are things that are fun, but you know, they're not gonna be a crazy dopamine boost. So they're just little things that I hope to do often. And then entrees, I've got things that maybe take a little bit more effort but produce a bit more joy. And then for drinks, these are things that I feel like can go along with a lot of the other things on the menu. So like making a coffee, making a tea, listening to music, these are all things I can do while I do anything else on here. And then dessert, like I said before, these are more like indulgent. So video games, watching a movie, scrolling on Pinterest, online shopping, getting takeout, all that stuff. More fun, but maybe not so good for you, but something to indulge in for sure. And then specials, I try to make these things that are maybe a little bit more expensive and take a bit more effort to go do, like a pottery class where I have to pay for a class, same with a dance class, going thrift shopping, buying flowers, going to a concert. I want to reference this even if I'm just trying to do something small that is fun to try to lift my spirits a little bit, or if I want to do something really big, maybe on the weekend or for a special trip. So yeah, that's my dopamine menu. So speaking of the dopamine menu, right off the list, I do think I want to play some video games. I'm not sure what yet. I do think I want to go on my computer though, so I'm thinking maybe I'll play either The Sims or Minecraft. We'll see, but I think that's what's next on the agenda. It is almost 5 o'clock, so I'm also going to need to make dinner soon, but yeah, I thought I'd start off with a little bit of gaming and then maybe make dinner and then wrap up on the games too.